シーズン開幕から大谷翔平が豪快なホームランを打って2年ぶりにプレーした日本のファンを沸かせました。初戦の東京ドームで放った159キロの剛速球を捉えた第1号、そして逆方向へ運んだ第2号、劇的サヨナラとなった第3号、さらに快音を響かせた第4号、わずか2週間足らずで異次元のホームランショーを展開中です。今回はその一発に隠された凄さを海外メディアの反応とともに日本語字幕付きでお届けします。
And the play of the week comes all the way from Japan. You may have missed it because it happened in the middle of the night here on the West Coast. All you Dodger fans, hey, how exciting is this for you? Celebrate the World Series win. Can't wait for Dodger baseball. And this, I think, probably happened around 5 a.m. our time because it's the fifth inning.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, game's
today,
quicker.
Right? Fifth inning today. Game's already over against the Cubs.
Yep.
2-2 pitch. Dodgers up 5-2. Shohei Ohtani at the plate is the sleep number play of the week.
There's an absolute take. Right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run.
After review, they're calling the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank. Ohtani's got his first home run of the season, and it comes in Tokyo.
The great Joe Davis with the call on Sportsnet Los Angeles, one of our favorite new guests here on the program. We'll get Joe back here when he's back on terra firma in the United States. And that's the play of the week. So Dodgers now 2-0, only 160 more to go before your overreaction Monday on a Tuesday that they're going to go 162-0 is correct.
Feeling pretty good about that prediction.
The Dodgers already have a winning streak. Now they've got the next 10 days off, right?
That's cool.
Okay.
I'm trying to be positive, more positive in 2025, Rich.
You? What do you think? 49 more to go. It's 50 home run season for him.
Oh, without
right?
question. Again, I don't think he's going to pitch that much.
Yes,
so,
he
yeah,
is. You bet he will.
50 bombs, I think, is a lock.
You bet he will. Oh, he's going to pitch. He's going to pitch.
They don't need him.
They will absolutely pitch him. Dude, unbelievable. It's going to be Yamamoto, Sasaki, Glasnow, Ohtani. That's their first four, and I didn't even mention half of their other starters who could be the one or the two on so many other teams.
So then why do you need Ohtani to pitch?
Because two reasons. One, he can, and if you have a unicorn who can do both, you have the unicorn do both, especially if you are going to be giving him the greatest 401k in the history of fours, ones, and zeros. And Ks. Okay? What are they paying him $700 million for?
That, to go to Japan, sell out 2 days,
right,
hit bombs that probably wasn't a bomb, and then go 2-0. That's what you're paying him for. Jeffrey Mayer was proud of that fan interference, I'm just saying.
Yoshinobu Mayer?
Like, come on.
Hey.
He doesn't need to pitch.
Hey, listen, the Dodgers got him to pitch and hit. That's why they're paying him all that money. It's not like the Mets just paying some mercenary to hit bombs.
Mercenary, listen.
You know what I mean? It's not just that. Mets paid somebody to just hit bombs and butcher fly balls in right field.
More home runs this year, Soto or Ohtani?
Ohtani.
You pray that.
I'm not praying that. I'm talking. I'm not even looking at him. I'm looking at you.
Don't look this way.
All right? The Mets paid this guy all that money to just hit and be Juan Scissorhands in right field and come up with the worst takes like it's a Mets town. So that's what they're paying him to do. Dodgers are paying him to do two things.
Hurt people,
pitch and hit.
Guys know that.
Pitch and hit. He's going to pitch.
And so he'll go hit.
Yes, he will.
Mm-hmm.
And be paid handsomely for it because that's all he's about is money.
Oh.
Hour 2 coming up.
I'm
It'll be a fun baseball season.
Fun baseball season, man. It's going to be so fun.
Meet the Mets.
Okay.
Our teams are going to be good.
2025年3月27日、タイガース戦で、大谷翔平選手は7回に高めのツーシームを捉え、レフトスタンドに2号ソロ本塁打を放ちました。この一打は、打撃技術の高さを証明する瞬間でした。
Talk about finishes. How about the Dodgers?
Let's
the World Series champ, Jessica Mendoza, my man Ice Cube,
yes!
and the lowrider brought in the championship trophy there as they unveiled the flag. How about this? Bottom of the fifth, Jess. Dodgers down 2. Oscar Hernandez, 2 runners on 2 out. I mean, that's a bomb.
Are you talking $66 million, 3 years for Teo to bring him back, 3 runs to take the lead for the Dodgers. He was batting third between Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. And of course, Shohei Ohtani, after getting out, grounding out, getting sawed off, he was looking away the entire game. He gets a pitch, 196, middle away, and of course, Shohei, now 2 games, 2 home runs. I mean, this is what you expect from Shohei Ohtani.
Showing out here, and listen, the Dodger fans loving it. Dodgers go up 5-3 at this point. So
Tom Hanks loving it.
Oh
too.
yeah, look, it's LA. You got nothing but stars there.
Rob Lowe. I mean, just Billie Jean King in the house.
All right, to the 9th now, and listen here. Colt Keith, 2 runners on, 2 out, but there's the World Series MVP. Freddie Freeman makes the final out. Hey, Ohtani went 2 for 4, home run, RBI. Dodgers win it 5-4. Okay, so we got to get your reaction to what you saw out of Shohei.
Okay, so, in the game, by the way, he's facing Tarek Skubal, who won the Cy Young. So this is the matchup you're kind of dialed in on. And they were sawing him off. They were coming 96, 98. I mean, in on the hands. It was clear Shohei was looking away. So you see now Tarek Skubal gets out of the game, and this is earlier on in the game. So this is a base hit. He's able to get something, a slider, middle away. So now you're thinking, okay, here comes Shohei. Here comes that bat. His adjustments to be able to take inside and then get the slider for a base hit. But it was really ultimately his last at bat again. Looking for a pitch, getting the pitch he wanted. And by the way, Tommy Edman after this game said it perfectly. Shohei hits opposite field home runs like a right-handed batter would be pulling the ball. I mean, this is awful, but I mean, why even running after this? This was gone at contact. There's no one like Shohei, the way that he can hit the ball to all fields.
Okay, I want to show you a little bit something here when we talk about ESPN Bet. And at the beginning of the season, Shohei Ohtani's home run total set at 41.5. He's already hit 2 so far in 3 games this season. It looks like he's just going to obliterate this when you talk about the ESPN Bet props there.
I'm saying no. And I know that's a huge shock because I think, you got to remember, this guy's going to pitch. Okay, so at some point, and he's not pitching right now, so what is his focus? His focus is hitting. That's all he's doing. I work with the Dodgers. I'm around him. I mean, that is what he's getting after. Come May, when he returns, he is going to be pitching and hitting, and we will see. I mean, dude's probably going to hit 35 to 38. I mean, we're not saying he's not going to hit home runs. I don't think he's going to go over that 41.5 number because we got to remember.
2025年4月3日、アトランタブレーブスと対戦し、大谷翔平選手はアウトコース低めのチェンジアップを見事にすくい上げ、バットの芯で捉えたサヨナラ弾で技術の高さを見せつけました。
You knew Ohtani was hitting a home run last night, right? Like, Joe Davis basically called it. It was bobblehead night. Dudes were camped out for 5 hours before the game to get this thing, and he walks it off. It was incredible.
2 things. Number 1, I turned it off.
Oh!
Okay, I missed it. I totally missed it.
Wow.
Look, I'd been out of town for a while. It was one of those time to clean out the DVR. So I was watching last week tonight. I was watching Sunday's John Oliver off the DVR at that time. And then I saw on the Twitter or the X, whatever the heck we call it now, that Ohtani-san had walked it off. As for you had to line up to get the bobblehead, people, this was not a first 5,000 in the building at the Ravine get the bobblehead. Last night was everybody got a bobblehead night. You did not have to line up early. Now, you probably had to get there early to beat traffic, because we all know, especially with the MLB at the ballpark app, like the parking can be a mess. We all know, getting in and out of the ravine. But you didn't have to get there early because everybody got the bobblehead. And yes, you knew that Shohei Ohtani rises to the occasion, and he meets the moment, and he was going to hit one out. And he did. It barely cleared the wall, but guess what? It counts.
Barely.
It got out to left center.
Felt like Harris was going to rob it for a second.
And to quote the great Jack Buck, we'll see you tomorrow night. Although it wasn't Kirby Puckett off Charlie Lebrand, and it wasn't the World Series, it was only the Dodgers getting to an 8-0 opening. Now, some of those games were in March. Some of those games were in Tokyo, but they count. Okay? And the Dodgers are 8-0. Big deal. Of course, the Dodgers are 8-0. They spent a lot of money. They're the best team in baseball. They won the championship a year ago.
Is he the best bang for your buck in sports?
Shohei?
Yeah. Like, pay a ticket, whatever you pay for your ticket, whatever you pay to watch them on TV, whatever the Dodgers are literally paying him. Is he the best value in sports?
So, in the sports currently being contested right now, here, that's a good one. What is the list? Because we talked yesterday about NBA players that I don't know that I would show up for. They have 9-figure contracts, but no one's ever bought a ticket for them. If this player is coming to town, I am going. We had 2 of them here last night. We had Shohei, who's here all the time. We also had Messi in town last night wearing those awful pink jerseys. I legitimately was angry. I didn't realize he was in town. That's one of the ones I missed because I would have gone to see Messi. I've never seen Messi in person.
Me neither.
I should have done that last night. I think they're in town for 2 nights, but I highly doubt. I think that was it. I think we missed it. Anyway, Messi's on the list. Shohei's on the list. Steph Curry's on the list. I still think LeBron, even though he's been around for 40 years, I still think LeBron is on the list. Is Ovechkin on the list right now that he's knocking on Gretzky's door?
He's going to get it.
Yeah, he's going to get it. So he'd have to be on the list because if he comes to town right now, it means he could be making history that night on the ice. But regardless, Ovechkin is the one who, unless you're a hockey fan, you don't realize the greatness that, I don't want to say you're witnessing, you're missing. You're missing the greatness. And that is not a knock on hockey. But he does not, outside of the hockey world, have that superstar marquee value to the average sports fan. Messi does.
Patrick Mahomes, obviously.
Mahomes on the list, clearly. And to your point, who are those guys that always deliver?
Yep.
That list almost always delivers. And Shohei might be on top of the list. Maybe Mahomes is second. No. I would go Shohei, Curry, Mahomes.
I mean, look, this past Super Bowl was the first time Mahomes really never delivered in a big game on a big stage.
He also got the snot beaten out of him, and his O-line was a sieve.
Yep.
Yeah. It's not all his fault.
Brady was on the list. Brady always delivered.
Always, seemingly. But he was human. Yep. I mean, they lost regular season games.
Yeah, they lost Super Bowls. It happens.
Right. Yeah. I would have to think that you knew Shohei, rather.
Was going to do something special.
Yeah, because that's what he does. Yeah. It's just what he does. Greatest baseball player I've ever seen. Period. And
I know we talk about Barry Bonds here.
Bonds, Griffey.
Even Roger Clemens,
Okay, go back to Bond's steroid seasons. You could not throw a pitch past him.
It was still incredible to watch.
He might take 17 straight pitches waiting for you to throw one. Yeah. But when you threw one, he would hit it 430 feet into the water.
There's that at-bat that's super viral, him and Eric Gagne, when Gagne was at the peak of his powers.
It's like 26 pitches.
Also on steroids. Yeah. But it's amazing. It's the best, most dominant closer against the best, most dominant hitter. And what happened? Bonds takes him deep. It's an incredible, 2 minutes of video.
There's some great viral videos going around right now. I think Chipper Jones talking about pitching to Bonds. Remember that one? Like Bobby Cox. Have you seen that one? Man, I spend too much time on social media.
When they asked Chipper Jones like who was the best player ever, and Barry Bonds was the best, and he laughed. He was like,
He told a story about how Bobby Cox was furious at his team because they had the pre-series meeting, and he told them, you do not pitch to him in any way, shape, or form at any moment, at any time. And then in the ninth inning, of course, he hits a walk-off. And Bobby Cox lit up the clubhouse afterwards, which would have been great, fantastic, must-see TV. And then coming up next on TBS, in the heat of the night.
Yeah, the Brady Bunch.
In the heat of the night.
Always at 05 or 35.
Shohei showed up, and Shohei hit the homer, and the Dodgers have the best record for any defending champion ever. They just passed the, wait for it, 33 Yankees, a Ruth and Gehrig team. Before the season began, like I think the day the Cubs opened in Tokyo, was watching ESPN, and they had, I think, Jeff Passan on. And they did hey, will the Dodgers break the all-time record of 116 victories?
A lot of wins.
And Passan laughed. He's like, no! I think it was Passan. Or maybe it was Buster. I don't know. I think it was Passan.
No!
Let's go orange. He's like, no, I'm not going to say that. He goes, In 2001, the Mariners won 116 games, but other than that, and that was in a 162-game season, obviously, it was the 1906 Cubs that last won, before those M's, 116 games. It's happened twice in 108 years. So no, I am not going to say it's going to happen, because it happens once every 100 years, basically. So no. Well, they're 8-0, and they find a way every night, and they're better than you, and they spend more money than you. So I'm telling you, there's a chance. That's it.
Babe Ruth was 38 in 1933.
38?
And led the league in walks.
And you know what he did when he got back to the hotel room every night?
Drank his face off.
He bathed in a bathtub full of beer.
And ate a bunch of hot dogs.
And then he went back out there and
did it again the next night.
How big was his bat? Brotman 50.
It was like it was one of the heaviest bats that you could use back then.
And you know what?
Still hit 301 at age 38.
Coming up next, can you imagine Babe Ruth with a torpedo bat?
Oh, 8,000 home runs.
Yeah. How do you know he didn't use a torpedo bat? What would you rather have, a torpedo bat or a bat that's filled with Super Bowls like Albert Bell allegedly did?
この試合では、大谷選手が状況判断と対応力を見せ、変化球への柔軟な対応が光る打撃内容となりました。
What's just going through your mind, especially in those final two at bats?
最後に踏み出す日は最後にどういう心境で打席に向かいました。いや、本当に塁に出る、まずどんな打席もそうですけど、4打席目はちょっと最後振りに行かなきゃいけないかもだったかなと思いますけど、基本的にやることはあんまり変わらないと思って、最後の打席もしっかりいい打席だったかなと。My approach really doesn't change. It's to really try to get on base. That fourth at bat, I should have at least take a hack and see what happened. But overall, my approach doesn't really change.
There's a lot of things that are positive right now in this game. There are a few things that Gabe Roberts talked about, just kind of looking to get back on track. What's the conversation just amongst the players as you are kind of trying to right view your roles?
ピープはいいと思いますけども、連敗っていう中で何か修正しないといけないポイントがありますか？でもチーム全体としてはなんですかね、今日みたいに少し離されてもまた追い上げて粘り強く 戦えてるかなと思いますし、逆に言えばホームの試合では投打が噛み合ってたのかなという印象が、ちょっとずつちょっとの違いで追い上げきれてないのかなっていうところはあるかなと思うので、雰囲気自体悪いってことはないですし、本当にしっかり勝っていきたいかなと思います。
I still feel pretty good about the team. Even though we're playing from behind, we're able to at least give a pretty good fight. At home, I do feel like, we were able to flip the score and play even better baseball.
Shobi, can you just talk about the experience at the White House today, especially that moment between you and President Trump in the Oval Office?
ホワイトハウスの方で大統領のお願いします。本当に光栄なことだと思いますし、こうして僕が日本から来て、ここでプレーさせてもらってるわけなので、本当に一日一日この国に感謝してますし、その金門国の方に伝えたことがまずこれからと思います。
It's a tremendous honor to be visiting the White House, to be able to meet with the highest power, in this country. And I'm in this country because of the opportunity that I was given. So I'm very grateful that I'm here getting to play baseball.
Was there anything that you invested personally? Come on, getting a whole lot of success in Philadelphia and play.
フィラデルフィアが勝利していると、それが分かったんです。
そうですね。ちょっと時差が治りきったところでまたこっちに来てる感じなので、体調管理が一番かなと思うので、今日まず早かったですし、また明日に向けてしっかりせんとまた切り替えたいなと思います。
I think we were feeling the jet lag a little bit in Philadelphia, but now that we're fully adjusted, waking up a little bit early in the morning today, and I think it's really important to get a good night's sleep.
How much of an adjustment has been playing every day at the plate while getting back for bullpens and ramping up the pitching side of things for you?
そうですね。ブルペンは順調に来てるかと思うので、ルーティンの一つとして、また、前も言いましたけど、ライブ行きが入っていったら、またペースが変わったりするので、そこは臨機応変に対応したいなと思います。
I feel pretty good with this routine of throwing bullpens and playing every day. I think once we head into live BP, it'll be interesting to see how my body reacts.
How close do you feel to live BP, and what are the steps you need to take still to get there?
自分の感覚的にはすごくいい、状態かなとは思っているので、投げる球のなんですか、球種の制限だったりとか、スピードの制限だったりとかっていうのはまだある段階なので、そこはどこからとチームのスタッフと相談してになるかなとは思うので、そう遠くないうちにやりたいなとは個人的には思います。
Last one, guys. I feel pretty good with where I'm at physically. There's some limitation on how hard I'm supposed to throw or how many types of pitches I'm allowed to throw. So, once I, pretty clear or at least cleared out in terms of being able to do all of the above, I feel pretty good about being able to throw in IAP.
So are those limitations based off your recovery, or is that based off when the Dodgers want you to sort of get started ramping up the pitching programs?
ドジャースの制限というか、ドジャースはもちろんチームドクターと話しながら決めてますし、チームの方針というか、指導してくれた医師の方ももちろん2回目の手術慎重に行った方がいいっていう考え方ですし、それに沿ってやりたいなと個人的に思います。
The Dodgers are, consulting with the doctors just to make sure that since this is my second operation, it's really important to be conservative and be thoughtful.
ご視聴いただきありがとうございました。チャンネル登録、コメントをお願いいたします。